Okay, we'll see what the background noise is here. Yeah. Yeah, should be alright. Okay. Hello. Yeah. Okay, so I've got a little microphone on my laptop. Hopefully this is going to work. I've got a fan directly on me. Worst case scenario, this video would just be sped up. Yeah, so we'll see. New wood palette. Medium. It's been in the fridge. Ooh, it's drying up. It's sludging up. Sludging up. Let's go ahead and add a little bit of thinner here. That should work. I think it'll work. Okay, so we're going to share what my reference is, at least the black and white version. We're going to be doing color painting, and you won't be seeing the color reference because I'm going to just sit on that. It's too involved for me to comfortably share. So this I don't mind sharing with you.
Well, it was more Three Kings, but it backed on to Mount Roskill, 5 years, just on Big Street, just back beneath the Three Kings water tower, mate. You know how you got that big water tower? Well, there's you've got a quarry, and then you've got a bit of a mountain with a big water tower. We were just down the road.
Yeah, I'm gonna close that because you don't need to hear this guy talking. Nice guy, but you don't need it. Yeah, the reference is very indistinct, so very vertical painting. Now the size of this is 10 by 14. And you can see we're just drawing here, just drawing. Yeah, okay, and there's the reference is blazing with color, but so much so that, well, like I discussed on the previous video, I never really liked people even seeing my reference. I've shared quite a lot with you, but yeah, I got my limits. You know, if you want more, you can come on out here to New Zealand and take a lesson. Not terribly thick, and we need the space in between these guys a little bigger, I reckon. Like that. Okay, we got over here. Be careful you don't get these kind of things crooked. Now you can't even buy these little plastic T-squares here in New Zealand. I had to pick them up, and I picked up one in the UK on one of my trips 3 years ago. Yeah, and honestly, I think I'm done with this little brush already. I did the board prep today. It's basically a raw umber tone. Either the touch of red. Let's maybe in the burnt umber range. Let's see. I think we're going to draw with a 6. Robert Simmons Signet Series number 6. This is a flat, but they end up kind of turning into filberts after a while. Let's see how my oil's reconstituted. It's a little bit jelly-like, but we'll be all right. Glasses off. And we're going to get some major work done here. Big brushes. Well, first of all, they speed things up. This is a smooth board, by the way. I don't think I've done a color one on a smooth board live. So that would be fun. If this makes it to live. If it doesn't, I don't see why not. I've closed the door. Got the owner of the shop here today. He's conversing with people, and I figure you just don't want to hear it. So it's a pretty color when you get that black on it. You can see I'm going to have to invent quite a lot here. It's very vague-ish reference. The reference was taken on my recent trip. Like that. I like it. Yeah, it's nice and quiet today. Not a lot of traffic because Saturday after 2, it's 3 o'clock actually, so most businesses out here are only open till 2 if they're open on Saturday at all. Well, I'd say a lot of the corporate stores, the big box stores are. So much of the story on this painting is going to be told with the color. And, okay, wake up. Okay. Not so bad with that door closed. It's pretty quiet actually. Hate to be antisocial, but I am. Yep, like that. Back into the oil. Just going to be oil off to the side here. There's a bunch of black paint in there. Yeah, I'm going to do some of this stuff. You want to be careful not to have every tree hole. I thought this was a pretty nice composition. It really caught my eye. It's kind of a park-like setting. Mostly oil there. Yes. Like that. really been a while since I've done a painting this size. I think since before I moved in here, I did a 10 by 14. It even seems bigger because it's vertical. Watch out for this round stuff. Yeah. And then back here, gonna wipe off the brush, see if I can't nurse the second tone out of this. In fact, to the degree clean my brush off completely. Wipe that down. A little bit of smoothing. Most of the day I do is just to get things evened out. Things are drying a little slower today. Yep, like that. Okay, this brush has been clean. We're going to go into the oil and we're going to get a tone that has like no color. See? No color. Here. 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 And then I'm going to be careful of this amorphous shape here. I don't want the whole thing sky, but it'd be very sky-like. I like that. Oil. Like that. Drawing done. Sorry, just plugged in the microphone. Not sure what that sounds like, but well, we're not exactly a professional production here, are we? Yeah. Actually, this might be a good brush for today. Cheap, round, Office Max brand. I don't even think I'm gonna need this little one. So yeah, you gotta look at my basic layout. I'm gonna get into some big brushes today. I'm gonna need some more oil too. Occurs to me I better order some more of this for the holidays. I'll be going through a ton of it today. This was all dry. It's too big. That's a 10. Here's an 8. I think a couple 8s. 6s and 8s. These both 8s. These are 2 8s. 8, 6, that round. I don't think I'm going to need this 4 at all. Okay, sorry for the fan noise if you're hearing it. Not sure what you're hearing or not right now because I'm trying this new microphone, so. It did dry on me in the little jar in the fridge, but it's because of the ratio of air to medium. It is a quick dry after all. I think I'm going to start with a fresh page on my phone book. Paper towels. Wipe this out. It's already getting gunky, that's fine. So you got to decant this stuff. So I buy this in big ones and decant it. It even recommends do that on the jar. And then I keep this in the, this will probably start getting sludgy too after a while. Keep this in the drawer. Definitely exposure to lights brings things up. So we got a little bit of medium there. Got some in our brush. And here we go. Yeah. So let's talk about the colors. This is our palette. You can see pretty different for me. Lots of really bright greens. So I'll tell you how I mix this stuff. You see that? Oh yeah. You see it real good. Okay. I had some of this on the palette. I was able to salvage it from an old painting session. It's yellow ochre, cad yellow, titanium white, and a little bit of this raw umber. That's our sky color. I want it, pardon me, a touch lighter than what I'm after because I'm planning on doing a glaze. Nice yellow glaze on this. This is just plain old black. This green is made from Mike's Green and Permanent Green Light. That's it. And Mike's Green is made from Hansa Yellow, Medium, and Black. It's the same sort of thing, but I brought in a little bit more of this. Actually, I brought in a bunch of the orange. I was a waste because it wasn't even showing up. So I went over to the Transparent Earth Red from Gamblin. Actually, there's a little bit of the Rowney in there, mixed in there too. Notice I'm using this wood palette. I'm going to try this out. I don't know if this will work long term or not. We'll find out. Well, I know it's less glary for you, so I'm trying it out. Okay, this color is some of this permanent yellow, some of the transparent red, a little bit of green that was mixed still on the board, cad yellow. And then this color is just cad yellow, yellow ochre, and permanent orange. These are basically all the colors in my picture. So we're going to start painting, and this is a case of one of these semi-flat type pictures as well, so not a ton of depth. Now there is kind of a smoky gray tone here and a umbery tone, which I'll just mix on the fly. I didn't mix it for this. It's kind of a gray. It's kind of an icky color. It's not actually that far off from the color of the board either, so we could probably leave a lot of that there. Anyway, this is a number 8. You haven't seen me paint with a brush this big, but you haven't really seen me do a painting this big for quite a while, so we're doing it today. We're doing it live. Assuming the microphone works, assuming everything works and sounds good, you'll hear it live. Otherwise, I'll just speed it up and burble over it as per my usual. Okay, so the sky flat, not a lot of gradation. I'll add some gradation, but pretty much flat. And one of the reasons for the giant brush into the medium, into the color. You've got to mix more color, of course, when you're painting large. Oh, that's my statement of the obvious for today. Yeah, we'll take off my glasses. I was thinking I didn't need to, but smooth board. Yeah, don't worry too much about holding on the brush strokes here. I mean, I really should be putting more paint down though. There we go. You want to put more paint down, especially with your darker backgrounds, because the oil paint gets more transparent with time and age. Yeah, and sorry I'm not sharing my full reference with you today. I like to share everything with you, but every now and again I got to be proprietary. Like I was saying earlier, just come out of a lesson, you won't have to deal with any of that. Thanks to those of you that have been donating and stuff. Really appreciate it. Buying paintings makes my day. Makes my day to know that, you know, what's going out is coming back, at least somewhat. Yeah. And I'll keep doing this just because I love to share. I'm compulsive about it, really. But, you know, it's really good to give some back if you can. If you can. Even if it's just a like or a comment. This is gonna go. See, now all of this will go. What is this stuff? There's some dry bits of something in this one of these colors. Now I'll be doing a little scrape down, but working in a coal mine. Oh my god. I'm so glad I don't work in a coal mine. Hopefully you can't even really hear that music, but I've got a feeling you can. But this is just a public place, so it's not like it's a public place. And making efforts to get more paint down. Looks like there's some chewy stuff. Oh, you know what that's from? Is the paint that I was saving for 3 days. It'll scrape off. It'll be alright. Yeah, you know me. If you know me, I'm using the corner of my brush a lot. Big brush, use the corner. And you get some more. And there, for that sort of stuff, it's time to modulate, darken a little, as it is for the sky holes in here. And I think I'm just going to go into the some of this raw umber and cancel out that. I don't really want it too greeny there. You might go, well, that's pretty extensive deviation, but you'll be surprised. Maybe you won't. Maybe you won't be surprised. I can always bring it back up a little bit. There we go. A little more color in it. How about that? Connect your shapes, connect your tree holes. There's a bunch of tree holes in this, but yeah, I am modulating a bit, but maybe I went too far. Find my paint getting real thin. Glazing's really going to transform a lot of this as well. Yeah, like that. Gotta be aware of this shape. Remember I talked about that roundness. I really don't want a ton of that. I mean, it's gonna kind of be round. Yep. Yes, like it. Now, I do like it. I just gotta. What I'm not loving is I didn't really have. Well, I mean, I say I didn't have enough color mixed, but with these sorts of strokes, be careful. It's okay to have horizontal strokes. You don't want them too long, and you kind of want to do a bit of a crisscross there, I think. Especially because what we're doing is relatively flat. I like it. But I can see a bit. I like this point here. Gotta get rid of that. Yeah. We're spending some time. I don't want it glass. In fact, from my angle, it's like this light coming down is creating like shadows on the paint, but that's okay. I wanted to make sure we had it pretty thick there. And we wipe off the brush, wipe off the hands. Now, usually for this kind of thing, I don't particularly like an 8. I may have got an 8 out, but one definite thing about working in the wood is I'll be going through a lot more thinner, since it throws me off. I don't know if it's going to work for me, folks, but we'll get through this painting anyway. We tried. We tried. We did. Alright, so I'm going to get into some of these darks. That's a 6. Boy, the jump between a 6 and an 8, pretty extensive, huh? You know, you'd think you'd want a 7 in there. Is there even such thing as a 7? Dunno. Maybe there is, and I've just been missing the boat this whole time. Gonna keep this sky brush in reserve. Yeah. Yes. Now, one thing, I kind of, in the road is like this yellowish tone, so we'll grab some of this, bunch of that, bunch of that. And when the good old permanent orange isn't cutting it, yeah, that's about right. We have light hitting the road. Path, excuse me. And we want a little bit of overlap. Yep, and we could do a little more in the path since we're here. So getting to that, it's going to give us like almost instant green, and you can't see my reference, but there's a lot of green in it. But I want to counteract that because I'm going to have some real super greens in the trees. Yeah. So this would be better to have it. It's kind of an ugly color in the reference. Good to do this with an 8. So another reason that big brushes are good, let me actually get into a little bit of alizarin crimson here, just modulating as we come down, and some more of that raw umber. So these big brushes are good for big broad strokes. Actually here I don't mind if it takes a bit of a green characteristic on. Just going to get the green from the umber though, and the yellow. I'm not going to use my pure greens here. Not that they're pure, they're dirty, but you know what I mean. Point of difference is go ahead and put a little bit of that permanent green light in there. Yes. I just want it to feel a little different. Boy, this music makes me want to swear. I really don't like music like this. If you do, that's great. I don't like it. This is my place. I would have had that off in 2. Now this is shadows. A couple shadows going on here. Big brush is making this go quick. People plinking away in the shop there. Wipe this off. Some of this orange. Slow down a little. You don't want to make the amateur mistake of making that look like it's all smeary brush. Going into the transparent earth red. Like that. I need some white and some yellow. Definitely go through more paint on the big paintings. Not that this is big per se. Now, if I was really smart, I'd start painting out of a tree up there, but I basically just want to get that in. I don't need everything like super refined right now. Path, path, path. That's what we'd be thinking. We'd be thinking. Path, path, path. dapple, dapple, dapple. I'm getting to the point where this tube of cad yellow. Now I bought a tube of cad yellow. Someone very kindly, who's follows the channel, sent me an email, and it said, Mike, you know what? It's been debunked that cad yellow oxidizes with lead white. Doesn't, he says. Only in certain circumstances, and certainly not in a paint mixture. Just a little bit of that. We could do more of that later, but good dude, Dan. Well, okay, fine. Yeah, I was thinking I could keep going with the 8, but I'm gonna go to a 6. Tempted to get into this because I think this might be a good brush for some of the things I want to do, but we'll try that a little later. Oh yeah, that's right. First things first. If you know me, well, wood tones. Yeah, I don't think this wood is going to work out. No way. We tried for you though. We tried. I get a few complaints about the shiny metal palette, but also it's not throwing off my mixtures too bad, but just not optimal. And I'll be using a ton of mineral spirits. I can go a whole painting session without breaking out mineral spirits. So, like this. These chunks look real important right now because the light's really topped down. I used to work with a two-side thing, and both have advantages. Probably of the two, I'd say the two-side thing works better, but I really don't have the ability to do that in this studio, so the top-down's been working. Alright, so we're going to restate the darks. Actually, no reason to do that with this brush since I have a black dedicated brush right here. Get some oil, get some black. It's kind of important that in the reference, basically, there's very few patches of absolute black. But that's because I couldn't get the effect, and the reference is quite... I find it inspiring, but it's quite ugly, and this is one of the reasons I'm not sharing it. It's like... I'll tell you what though, you go to the effort of shooting me an email, and I'll go to the effort of forwarding you the reference. How about that? That'll be kind of a reciprocal exchange of people making efforts. I want this pretty dark down here. These trees, they're going to also be darker than the reference. Bit of oil. Doug. Just remembering someone's name. Hey. Yeah, these are a half-hearted gray in my reference, and that's working, but in general I'm doing something more contrasty than the reference. There you go, curses. Mike, show me that reference. Show me that reference, bro. I really want to see it. Yeah, it's okay. Well, I told you what to do. Told you what to do. You really want to see it? I don't know. That might be 2-3 minutes worth of work. Clicking on the website link underneath this video Oh, that takes like 2 seconds. Going to contact on my site, putting in your email, saying send me the pic, please, dude. Okay, I think that's not even 5 minutes. It's not very much time at all, but still need it up on the World Wide Web. And I may do more of this. We'll see as I get into full color things. I really don't mind like the monochromatic stuff, or it just depends. Definitely don't care about it if it's a master study, and I got in my brain to do a few of those maybe this coming week. It's Christmas here in New Zealand. They like to really take a lot of time off, so I plan on working through that time. Good. Why would I need to take time off when I'm basically living my dream? You know, it's sort of silly. I need time off from this? Yeah, I don't think so. I had actually just had a whole big holiday. So, yeah, this is a little more than just restating blacks. My friend Heather is a really good artist. Known her for years and years. She had done some monotypes. She's doing incredible things with the swamps. Okay, another like trunk here, which we won't really see that much of. These I don't want too dark, as he makes them dark. It's okay. Into the oil. And we'll be putting some greens over these, so don't think it's going to live this dark. I like to have actual good amount of black paint there. This is all kind of vague. Oil, some kind of black here, and I'm gonna pick up a little bit of that other tone. Yeah.
Might grab that cash.
Oh yeah, let's do it. Yeah, and do it back. Alright, so restated some darks. Sorry for all the creaking. I'm gonna go for a six. Yeah. I think I'm going to take these glasses off. And those aren't even my work glasses, actually. So no wonder I'm going to take them off. Yeah, this thing's looking good. Crisscross, crisscross, crisscross. This is like almost like not even there. It's drying up. Quick dry black. That's one reason why I thought best to kind of knock some of that out. Oh, yeah, see? Alright, time to get in some greens. And then we're going to use a 6 into the oil, see the oil, into a little black, and a touch of red. So why would you do that if you already mix that color? Because that's kind of the middle of where I want to be, not the outside. And you see, that works fine. More red. See how nice that just sits on top. And we create a base for other colors that will sit on top of it. So fun. Even up here. Maybe putting some little dots of red in here too. And remember, I'm going to have some depth, but I kind of want it flat too. Nothing here. You see what's going there. Yeah, that's the other reason for not really showing you the references, because you'd be looking at that reference, you go, oh, I know what he's gonna do, because I really pushed it to full out almost painting type status. Sometimes I'll do that with my reference. I like that there too, but I'm gonna a little more red in it, and even a bit of some more of this, and a bit of this. Notice I'm not really going anywhere near the phthalo on this, because the phthalo gives you like this super fakey green, which is actually sometimes useful for night scenes, and it's got its uses. There's a reason it's on my palette. Yeah. So go over here. Yep. A bit thin here. Gonna have it underneath this other thing. Well, pretty thin here, but you know, this is the type, when you're doing a light color like that, you know, you're gonna have to definitely bear down a little. If you look at the paintings from the masters, they always did. All right. I don't realize it's so late. It's like 4:30. But tomorrow's day off, so into this mixture, which was basically my screen with some permanent green light, more red in there. More permanent green light. At some point, I really need things to start saying, I'm really green, man. Now, and you can see too why I'm using a 6. I need some strokes of character. This is a fun painting to do. Most of them are. Don't get jiggy by the edges. Oh, you said, Mike, you already said that. When are you going to start saying some new stuff? Oh, well. Yeah, don't hold your breath. I've been repeating myself for years. Y'all good? All right. Yeah, sorry if this makes a noise. All right, we're good. So yeah, we're gonna keep plugging away here. Pretty happy with where this is going. It's gonna take a little while to get where I want to be, but we got a plan and we are following through on the plan. Into the oil, into the green, get the rest of it. Put my finger into the paint, that's good. I don't think I need these glasses. For this painting, it's looking really good too. I think I'm really happy so far. Hello. Bigger paintings take more time. That's the main reason they charge more money. Even something that's been simplified like this, I'm doing with a big brush, take more time. It's got more gravitas as well, so. Like that. Up here, I'm going to be modulating into rusts. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for the dark green, medium green. Now we have the slider green. Yeah, there it is. Basically made the same way the others are. I think I'm going to go more of that. Just to get some spread going. This won't be the whole story though. I'm into these areas. I'm leaving some room because I want to plop in some oranges and reds and things. So you'll see. I think this will do the job down here though. Only there I want to modulate. Gonna get a bunch of that. It's not doing much. I'm gonna go into the ochre as well. That's nice. And a few spots I could pop that in. Yep. So yeah, we got sidetracked because we wanted to get that. I had to mix that green up back into more of the straight up green I already had. And remind me that I said I want to keep this kind of flat because I could get real depthy even though I have my reference set up sort of flat. Get super depthy. This is one place I want that. I'm actually going to bring in a touch of the phthalo. You can see it's going to have a dramatic effect. I thought it would. I thought it would. Maybe if I clean my brush, it would. This is a place I kind of want to. A bit of that fakey green, really. Yeah. again. So, you know, I was talking the other day. I'm still here. Well, you know that because I'm working. But talking the other day, like sometimes, you know, painting's going to be good, you know. I know it's going to be good. I knew it was going to be kind of simple, but I knew it was going to be good. And where is this in? I'm doing a lot of this with my glasses off for a couple reasons. One, I've got my good work glasses in my bag, and I just keep forgetting every time I pause the camera to go get them. Maybe a little of here, and I'm gonna definitely need to get some more transparent earth red. I'm all out. I'll grab some of that up here. I got some of this in my pile. I'll grab some of that too, because up here. Hey Phil. Hi.
Is there anyone here?
Yeah.
Hi. How's things with you?
Good.
Good. Good. So I'll
Yeah.
catch you on Monday.
All right. Take care. See ya. Yep.
Okay. See you, mate.
Yeah, big one's more work on your arm. Okay, I'm gonna wipe that off. Not saying we won't do any more green, but what the hell? Speaker. Don't care. Not saying we won't do any more green, but we're, I guess, at this point, like, well, I'm already going a little later than I usually go here, but that happens to me. In fact, the bigger I work, the more that happens, because I'm kind of famous, especially around here, around this town, being the little painting guy. That's alright. I'm a big guy, does little paintings. Yep, like that. Now I gotta get my regular work glasses here. Oh. Oh, nice. Comes a time. Okay, now, you think you know what I'm up to. You think you do. Maybe you do. Sometimes tonight's glasses I can actually see what the heck I'm doing. I don't get too tweaky, too jiggy. I do like, one reason I hit things with paper towel, it just gets me out of brush mode, breaks things up, creates little bits of abstraction. This will be going through a second pass, but my goal, as always, is to have it looking really good, you know, in case well, my paint's drying too on the board. I love it. So yeah, there's a bit of green in my brush. I don't think it's going to matter. I'm going to go into the oil. I'm going to go in this color next. It's not such a surprise what I'm up to. But because you saw the colors I have in mind. Does this fall? I guess it is. It could be. Let's do some of this. We have a whole tube of it. Cheaper by far than the gallon. The gallon is more, definitely more refined though. Let me grab some of that. Here we go. Yeah, the gallon's stronger too. I'm going to reinforce that with some of this Perylene red. So a lot of times the Perylene, let's see. So Mr. Yeah, Perylene red. Mr. Correcty guy. Oh, nice. It's nice up against that green, isn't it? Now, I don't get too nuts with the tree stuff coming into the sky. That will be good to get more into. I mean, I want to make sure I got good edges for the stuff I've got set up. But, you know, if you remember our reference from earlier, it's all broke up. So, and you know, if you know me, you know I ain't going to paint it that broke up. But it doesn't mean that I need to put down every little deal. And we definitely want it darker on the other side. Gonna go into the show, don't tell Mike, show us, don't tell us. I'm gonna have to get some black too, which is gonna add a greeny component, which I'm gonna have to counterbalance with this color. But I don't want that as light on the other side of that tree. Now, I know this is going to sell, this painting. Not that that's why I do things. I like to sell paintings, though. Gosh knows I have a lot of them in my life. And when I was less prolific, I was less prolific because I didn't really know as much what I was doing, so I would just overwork everything, you know. But when I was less prolific, you know, I would be far more attached to the work. I'm just going to go ahead and sock this down because I want this underneath what's happening. Get a lot of green in your reds. Get a lot of reds in your green. Well, this is a little darker than where I'm headed, but I like, you know, it's just the same sorts of things apply. You want, well, this is kind of getting roundy on me. So if you don't want things round, you should be thinking what shape you do want. Yeah, I'm not loving it, but that's okay. It's good enough for now. Yeah. Yep. And the tip I keep giving you over and over, instead of sky holes, try just lighter lighter color. Yeah. Pulling, pushing. Like I said in one of my other videos earlier this week, I got a million strategies for edges. I don't just have one. I got a million. You could sue me. You could sue me for false advertising. He said he had a million strategies. It turns out he only has 25. I don't know how many I got. I got a bunch. Edges is always the biggest one. Not always the biggest, but one of the biggest problems. Pretty happy with that. A lot of this color is designed to go underneath the brighter color I have in mind. Cover up that board color, which is too dark in some spots, especially for places where I just want, sky. So like in your reference, you'll have like just a scatter. It looks like a spatter. Scatter looks like spatter. You don't want to paint that. You don't do it. You got to have shapes designed. Okay. Just eliminated a sky hole. I can pop in a few more later. Kind of thing sometimes I'll look at, think about as it's in my drying area. As we go up here, I definitely don't want these so strong going up off the canvas. If I gotta restate a sky hole, I will. Easy to do. This is board color here, so I'm gonna just cover it up. Doing okay, doing all right. We're gonna be getting home a little late, but not anything extremely bad. Now, we didn't even end up using that much of the initial color mix because I made a much darker mix, right? But time to get in some of that right on top. Pretty much. Yeah. And I want this kind of thick in some spots. when did I decide to bear down? Well, I decided to bear down when I feel like I'm just getting into these patterns, you know, which, you know, obviously the patterns you can't escape are the patterns that are a byproduct of your consciousness. But you can certainly be aware of things and modify things. Boogie woogie music. Well, hey, just stopped myself from swearing. I don't like boogie woogie. I'm not a boogie woogie type of guy. I'm not a good time type of guy. I like to have a good time, but hey, this is my idea of a good time. Not listening to the boogie woogie music, but doing the painting, yeah, great time. We are having a lot of fun. Like I mentioned though, hey, website, right? Landscape Painter Co. NZ. This painting, it'll be up there eventually unless I put it in a gallery. I remember I talked about how these trees were actually like this kind of icky gray color. Well, my plan is just basically real lightly just knock some of the black off. Just some. So in your painting, a lot of times you're setting up problems and you're dealing with them. You know, you're making thousands of decisions. That's why I was saying the other day, it's like, it's not a good gig for somebody who has a hard time making up their mind. It isn't. Watch out for polka dots. Another time, like another thing, I mean, is like sometimes I might just lay the paint in thicker because I've got some mixed. You know, I'm thinking, well, okay, well, just why throw the paint away? Just put it on the. Just think the gray might just look too blah, so I'm knocking the black back with some of this orangey mix. Is that a good idea? I don't know. It'll end up being fine. Because you'll see the tree trunks, and you don't need to see them too distinct either. just get you out of the brush mode. I mean, that are a lot of sometimes, I've done quite a lot of paintings, just paper towels, especially the drawing stage. I'll do that, but the bigger the painting goes, the more. Right, so that's that. I do have some more of that color in my palette. I'm going to go into this one I mixed. Whoa, hey, what are we doing, man? Oh, we're going to pop this in. Now, I'm aware that you're seeing a lot of shadows from this light. But, me too, you know. I might be seeing more than you. You're at a little higher vantage point. We don't really want, even though this tree's back here, we don't want a popsicle tree. We will be doing a second pass. Don't worry. Don't worry. We'll do a second pass. Now maybe you remember when I was talking about doing this down here, saying, oh, maybe I should paint this up here now too, but I wanted to sock that in later. too bright down there. Bring in some of that green. I do want some here, but I don't want it that bright. That would just start messing with stuff. So yeah, some of this green mixed with some of that, because we've done most of what I want to do with that. So, like every stroke you lay down sets up problems. You start dealing with it. Don't get carried away. Don't solve your problems to the point where well, the way O always put it is choke the life out of the painting. You don't need that. Nobody wants your lifeless, overworked painting. Your mom. Mom will like it. Maybe mom's rich, mom can buy them, or mom's supporting you. You're good to go. I'm getting to a point where I feel like, well, first of all, running out of steam a little bit. I mean, I can keep going, of course, but also thinking that the painting is, you know, I could do more of that streaking over the black thing. I'm not sure I want to. Very little paint in my brush right now. Yeah, so you get in this voice going, well, what else can I do? Well, that's time to stop. Especially since I gotta go home, make some dinner. And I know also I'm planning on doing a second pass, so I'll be glad if I just left some life in it, didn't choke it out. Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna leave it there. So, yeah, we're throwing away a bit of paint. Throwing away about that much paint. That's alright. Don't hesitate to put extra paint on your palette. Don't be frugal with the paint. Don't paint too thin. You notice a lot of my teaching is in the form of negatives, you know, but and I'm going to have to transfer this stuff to the metal palette, because I'll do that. I won't take your time up with that. It's loose. And I kind of want to stay loose because, you know, it's not like there's a ton of detail here. Yeah. And you get too tweaky, you could lose good things. I've noticed too, when I look at the videos, it looks like nothing at all is changing sometimes. Maybe here, because there's quite a lot of paint down there. Yeah, okay. this microphone, you should be able to hear me even in the other room. This will be a good test of that. Well, what's the reference, Mike? Not today, my friend, not today. But, ooh, things pop out, pop out. It's alright, I'm gonna leave it, Thank you for joining me today. This was fun. I'll put this up over the weekend because I'm off for 2 days. There we go. Maybe I'll use that for the... I'm trying to see if like just a big picture works. I think pictures with me in them, even though it seems so repetitious, I think they do better. Let's see if I can get even more of this in. More of me. Thank you for joining me today. I'll be back real soon with another video painting presentation for your enjoyment and edification. Meanwhile, please do me a favor. Take good care of yourself, all your loved ones, and stay out of trouble.